All right, guys, let's start the session today. So, many of you are requesting for a recap of yesterday's session. I think we should just start right away because, as it is yesterday, we covered frameworks. And, if we try to, recap them, it will take a lot of time. So, if we have time left today, we'll go through the frameworks, once. Otherwise, I'll send you a website where all the explanation for all the frameworks that I showed you is given very crisply, right? So it's not relate the yesterday's things are not related to today. So, all right, okay, lovely. Okay, so everyone is there, right? Can I just get a yes from everyone in the chat section so that I could start very quickly, very quickly? Quick, 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 quick. Yes, yes, sure, sure. Yes, yes. All right. Everyone energetic, right? We today is gonna like the last session, and let's see how it goes. So now the topic is internships for now. While talking about internships, product management is a field which is needed by almost every product based company. So, there are a lot of internships in the market. Small startups are actually hiring a lot of product interns on a regular basis. So, you know, if anyone wants to be an intern in product management, it hardly takes about 6 months, or maybe, in fact, even 4 months if you have proper guidance and stuff. If you are learning efficiently, it hardly takes around 4 months to get an internship. No man, as it's still 10th itself. So let's talk about the interview first. I talked about the projects already. I showed you the projects. I guess I showed you. Yeah. Yeah. Showed you the projects. So let's talk about the interview. So product interviews are basically based on two different domains. So one is the actual product questions, and one is the behavioral questions. Those are like kind of the HR questions. So we'll see both type of questions today, right? So product based questions are basically more on the product design side, as in the ideation side. Then on the metrics like USP, MVP, not MVP, sorry, USP, KPIs, and all that stuff. So all the metrics, not star metric, right? And then there's RCA. So we'll also learn about RCA. Then the behavioral question, and also sometimes the product managers, and in the interviews they ask about what's your favorite product and why is it your favorite product. So even in Embark, I'll tell you guys about Embark as well. So even there they asked about us about uh, the product that we love the most. So it's not about your personal choice, but it's actually testing your product management skills, right? So we'll see some product questions in a while. Then comes the behavioral questions. So behavioral questions are the questions that I've listed, right? So situational questions, and why XYZ company you're joining, and like why product manager management, or tell us something about you. Tell us about a time you failed, or maybe tell us about a time when you led a team. All these skills that are important, all the non-tech skills or non-product skills that are important for product management. Behavioral questions are used to test those skills, and also of course your HR skills, right? So then again, one question could be, tell us about a scene where you had a huge impact on something, right? So all these kind of questions, these are situational questions, right? So all these kind of questions are basically asked in behavioral questions. So the one thing that we have to keep in mind is while attending such interviews is to be frank, but also up to a level that you do not show that you are money minded or something like that. So you never talk about money in the start of your interview, especially when it is about behavioral, uh, right? So you never talk, if they ask you why product management, the best answer could be uh, that product management is such a good field that I am a proactive person. So I'll frame it. Okay, so if someone asks me why are you pursuing product management, I'll say that product management is a good field for my personal behavior because I am a proactive person, and thinking and brainstorming is something that I like on a daily basis. I don't like to do monotonous jobs, and hence product management is something that I feel about and I'd like to pursue a career in. Right. So you saw how I answered it. Let's see if there is some framework or some algorithm kind of thing which you can use for all behavioral questions. So let's go ahead. Right. So you must have heard about the star analysis. So any kind of behavioral questions, every time you can use this star analysis. So it's like a situation. Then you tell about the task. Then you tell about the action, and then you tell about the result. Right. So let's pick up that question. Tell us the scene where you had a huge impact on something. Right. So whenever the interview asks, yes, Minaz, what do you want me to repeat? Okay, so interview questions are of two types: product questions, which are based on product metrics, design, root cause analysis, your favorite product, and then there's behavioral questions, which are situation based questions, HR based questions, right? So, okay, why PM? So, if I'd ask, if I was asked why I'd wanted to be a product manager, I'll say that I'm a proactive person, and in product management field, we think a lot, we brainstorm a lot. So I'd like to go ahead with this field because I don't like monotonous jobs. Also, at the same time, I've worked with students a lot at my college, so I have good communication skills and good articulation skills which help me to articulate any idea that I have going on in my mind. So it goes on and on and on. You can add a lot of things that resonate with the skills needed to become a PM. So that's the key point, right? So critical thinking, tech, communication skills, design sense, all these skills are there. So you frame your answer in such a way that all these skills are you know integrated into your answer, right? Then
Excuse me.
for
Actually, I have one question. Sorry to interrupt.
yeah, tell me.
Yeah, actually, I just want to ask that as a project, do we need to only do the case study on on some product, or anything else we can do as in the project?
So case study is one thing. There's also second thing as product analysis or product breakdown, right? So what do you do over there is you maybe pick out some app, maybe Bumble or maybe Instagram or something like that, Dunzo. So you analyze their business model and all the features that they have. So that is also a very good approach. It shows that you have the skills of documentation, which is also very essential. And at the same time, it shows how critically can you analyze a situation or a product or a feature. So that's the second kind of project that you can do. So one is the case studies and the ideation and the brainstorming thing, and the second is analyzing already present you know uh, apps or products. So like maybe Instagram could have different sections. What is the product about? What problem it is solving? What is the revenue model? Who are its competitors? How is the product, you know, competing from its competitors? How is it growing, in that field? So all these kind of breakdowns could you could include in such projects. These projects also do a lot of wonder. It shows a good amount of respect when you show it or put it on your portfolio. So, and these are something that you don't need a lot of experience or a lot of time also, as such. So, yeah. All right. There are a lot of questions in the chat box. Okay, okay, okay. Is this similar along the lines of growth hacking? I didn't get you, Ramya. I didn't get you. Um, can you please explain? All right. So let's come to behavioral questions. For all kind of behavioral questions, we go. I mean, you can go if you don't have a very good, decent answer. You can just break down your answer into these four subsections. Right. So the first could be situation, then the task, then the action, and then the result. So let's pick up a question. You can tell us about a time when you led a team, right? This sounds good, right? So tell us about a time when you led your team, right? So in this, we first have to tell a situation. So the situation could be anything. You know, I was in my class in my third year, and I was given a task to, uh, make a project along with my classmates. I delegated. So this is the situation. Yeah, I was in my third year. We were our faculty asked us to make a project in coding or stuff, anything like that. Then you tell them the task, that our task was to make a group and do XYZ things, right? And so what action did you take? Then you say that, so I delegated for that, becoming the team leader. So this is something. These are some things that you get on in from your side to make a good impression. So then you can say that, I delegated for this, and this thing we had to do. And then in the action part, you also have to justify that, there were some problems. Maybe the team was going astray, for the example that we've taken, or maybe three people out of eight were not working. So how did you make them work, right? So this is something that you have to add. This is a twitch in the star framework. This you have to add, that something went wrong, and I kind of solved it. It should not look fake, but it should look like, oh, justifiable. Oh, all right, all right. And then at the end you tell about the results. So if the question is something about your company or something, you could tell them metrics or whatever results. If it's about college, you can frankly tell, our professor was very happy and our project was selected for XYZ things, something like that, right? So that's how you answer behavioral questions, right? Samya, I still didn't get you. I'll tell you. Okay, a minute. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay, now there are exercises. A lot of exercises. I would like all of you to be very indulged at this moment of time, right? Everyone ready? So first kind of questions we'll do is root cause analysis. That is, in product management, in the product section of questions in interviews, we saw root cause analysis. That is RCA. So let's see some of those questions, right? So you are a Flipkart product manager. Add to cart has declined by 6%. What do you do? Right. So this is kind of the root cause analysis that you have to do. You have to think critically that what could be the reason that XYZ thing is happening, right? So tell me, anyone. Just switch on your mic and let me know what you do. What do you think, or what would you do if you were a Flipkart product manager and the add to cart was declined by 6%? No one.
Retention
Oh,
is not happening, so I can suggest a simple call to action instead of so many call to action.
yeah, good one. So it's let's go structured wise, right? So if something has declined, either it could be change in the market, right? Or it could be change in the the industry itself, like the audience sector, the target audience. The third could be there are bugs or there's something problem, right? Technical problem. So you can check the technical problem as it is. Then you can go and search about what is there any problem in the target audience that we are targeting, what kind of products are not being added to the cart that were being added on a regular basis. So there could be something like, for example, when COVID started, a lot of people were buying car mask, right? So that was something that it was like 1 week or maybe 2 months thing, right? People were buying a lot of masks, but after 2 months it reduced and it had to reduce, right? So that could be one such reason. Then technical, yeah, as we said, the button could not work, or you know uh, maybe the cart was not working or something like that, or there could be internal problems in the app analytics itself. So those are some things. And then also there could be a market change, in the sense that maybe there's a new app, it's booming, people have started using it already, and okay, maybe the customer had a bad experience. Yeah, right. Verify if developments have made exact. Awesome. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Competitors release offer. Yeah, is it demographic? Yeah, that might exactly do competitive analysis. Prerna, awesome. Lovely. Lovely. So these are the kind of RCA questions, or root cause analysis question. So you go to the exact root where the problem is emerging from and you try to solve it. Yeah, got it. So there are a few more questions which you can do later, and you can actually think how you do them, right? Okay, product design questions. So these are just three questions. We'll try to solve all of them. Let's just try, right? I'll do the first one, and then you guys tell me the other two, right? So identify the pain points while using Google Maps. So pain points in the sense that what are the problems that a user is facing, right? So for Google Map, it could be like you know what it could be. It's yeah, it's the like the locations are being put by local guides, right? So open contributions in Google Maps, they could actually lead to misleading information. Blind people cannot use it. Zooming parameters not very custom. Yeah. Then maybe if I'm using a two-wheeler, it's not very easy to use it, right? Sometimes it shows wrong direction. So yeah, awesome, lovely guys, lovely, loving it. All right, let's go to the second question now. Not update. What problems could a user face at Starbucks? Tell me, Starbucks wala. Come on, guys, quickly. Starbucks. Yeah, that's the first problem. Rena, it's very Ravisha, it's very costly. Yeah, confused with a lot of variety of coffee might look a lot of hassle to order. Yeah, exactly, right? It's hard to guess actually what is the exact nature of an item uh based on the name, like especially hard for new customers, right? So too pricey, not an everyday option, even small size is too large. Yeah, that is also a problem, right? That few customers face. Awesome, lovely. Okay, Now the third question. So these first two questions were about user pain points, what problems the user faces, and customer mindset. So seeing it from a customer's perspective uh, is what we thought of. Now let's go to the third question, that is defining the customer journey stages for a Pizza Hut person, right? So for anything, what are the customer journey phases? Tell me. Their much is expensive, yes, Tanvi. Okay, awareness. Okay, awareness, acquisition. Okay, right. Awareness is correct. Or acquisition is also correct, but before acquisition is kind of like mix of awareness and acquiring people. So we have to spread awareness. So it could be word of mouth campaigns. Then the second is engagement. So getting people into the into the store and making them buy. So menu cards, offers, gift cards, right? Then conversion. So like getting people to convert, like for example, if there is a Pizza Hut, there is a new guy in the Pizza Hut and he is a Domino's user. So how do you convert them? How do you make them be a loyal customer of Pizza Hut, right? So that's one thing. Then just growing their orders, and then establishing the brand loyalty and stuff. So that's how I guess happened with me for Zomato as well. I never believed that something like food could be delivered to you hot, very hot and stuff. But then I actually used Zomato due because I was getting 150 rupee coupon on it. So then I used it, and then since it was good and I got it for cheap, and I started using it, and now like I'm a good Zomato user, right? I'm a loyal user for Zomato, and I even recommend people and I refer people to reports, anything that they give, right? All right. No, Sakshi, we are not on the other question. We are thinking the customer journey stages. So customer journey stages is basically what a customer would do for a particular product. So what we have to put the customer through, right? Hooked by Zomato, yeah. All right. Quickly. Last three, four exercises, right? So first is North Star metric. So what could be a North Star metric? You guys remember what was North Star metric? North Star metric is basically uh, when a metric is useful enough to be used for a longer duration of time. That is more than 1 year, 2 year, right? More than one product life cycle. So a little more than that. So for what could be the North Star metric for YouTube? Tell me. No. Yeah, total number of watch hours is very good. No, recommendations is not a metric. Metric is something that you can see in numbers to analyze, right? So recommendation is not a metric. Views could be it, but we have to actually
Number of
see if
likes.
number of likes. But do every user like everything, every video? No, no, right? So that is why it might not be a North Star metric, because some videos might be liked more, some videos might not be just liked. Like I might just go to YouTube and listen to music, and I might not just like the video. So subscribers, okay, subscribers again.
So number of average videos per day.
Yeah, that's a very good metric. That could be a very good metric. Watch hours is very good metric. How many time people are spending, how much time people are spending, right? Okay, so similarly for Spotify as well, it would be in the number of playtime minutes, right? How many users are there, as well as how much time they are playing. or using the app. So a ratio of them could work, right? Yeah, monthly active users, exactly. But monthly active users is not a North Star metric because it's monthly. So, it's a very short term thing, right? What about Uber, guys? What's a North Star metric for Uber? What do you think? Uber? Number of cab books, number of rides per day. All right. No, payment methods is not a metric. Metric means calculating something in numeric terms. Hence, payment methods is not a metric, right? Number of cabs booked, right? Yes. Fuel used over a period of time. Oh, this is a good one. Because we number of like what called kilometers covered in a day, right? Number of successful payments done. Yeah, this could be lovely. Right. Similarly for LinkedIn, what do you think for LinkedIn? No, Anusha, reaching in proper time via booking is not
Number
a
of new signups.
number of new signups could be is a metric, but it's not a not star metric because number of signups does not tells us that the users are actually using the product, right? So they might just sign up and then they might just not use the product. So that is why it's an acquisition metric.
Okay, number of people taking LinkedIn Premium.
That could be a good one. In LinkedIn, it could be number of likes or number of posts, right? Because how much people are using LinkedIn basically, or you know, post updation of bio. Okay,
Analytics, the average reach of a post.
yeah, that could be a good thing because that'll tell us how cumulatively on a eagle eye view people are using the app. How many people are
Yeah,
using it?
post views also.
Yeah, exactly. Lovely guys. Okay, so now let's come to USP. What's USP? USP is the unique selling price, unique selling point. So, my network, is my voice audible clearly?
Yes, yes.
Hello, is my voice audible? Okay, okay. Okay, so coming to USP, USP is unique selling point, not price. So, unique selling point is basically something that is valued enough for a product. So that is like what is the most unique thing that a product offers, which is not available in the competitors. Might not be available. It sometimes it could be same. Sometimes it's just very unique. So for YouTube, what's unique? Free
Please
vid-
name the competitors.
No, it's like what do you think is very unique in YouTube where which you do not find anywhere else?
It's a very large user base.
A large, but how does that help the customer? Hmm? Recommendations are there, free videos is there, then you can make playlists out of videos. I've never seen making playlists out of videos, so that is something. It's it's open source, that is anyone and everyone can post their videos and they can share. So I've seen many times people just post videos on YouTube for their personal use. That is that they'll post the video and then they'll just get a link. So
Um,
those are something. So what's the
It's
uniquest of?
creator mode.
sir,
Yeah,
it's income method.
its
Uh,
income method is unique. Yes, it's unique, but again, it's not useful for everyone. You see, that it's good. It's a very good selling point, but it's not the most unique selling point, right? But it's a very
I think the
good
diversity of content.
the diversity of content because it's open source, right? Yeah. Okay. So what's it for Spotify? What do you guys think? Monetization of model. Again, monetization is not useful for everyone. It was it was not the uniquest feature, right? We use YouTube. I use YouTube, but I'm not using the monetization feature, right? Although I use every time I watch a good video, I use the playlist feature. So it depends on person to person. But again, right? Okay, what for Spotify?
So overlay feature.
Yeah, Spotify overlay feature is very good. Right. What else? What else? What else? What are the features of Spotify? Think, guys, think.
So free songs.
Free songs.
Okay, you can
Free.
use Spotify even in screen off mode also. Like it is not possible in YouTube Music if you do not have the premium.
Yeah, that's a good point, right? So you see, this point, it's not available in YouTube. Uh, YouTube, what? YouTube Music, right? But this thing is available in Ghana. So you see, it's the unique selling point of Spotify, but it is also available in one of its competitors, right? Similarly, think for Uber and Uber. Think for Uber. Yeah, exactly, Ananya. Said right that Ghana app. There's one Ghana app as well, the red colored logo wala. So that also has a off-screen music feature. So, but yeah, it's a good USP. People started using it for
Yeah, but I guess UI UX thing of Spotify is much better than Ghana app. That's why people
exactly.
prefer it more.
So preference, right? Huh. So yep. Okay, 24/7 booking features, all right. Then just now think from this perspective that whatever Uber might be now, it's different. Think about it when it was launched. So earlier when it was launched, India was at a stage where we had to be like, a taxi, stop. Like, we used to do that. And when Uber launched, it was so easier that we could book it 5 minutes beforehand. And you know, I'm in my office right now. I have to leave in 10 minutes. I could book my Uber, right? Right. So hassle-free booking and advanced booking as well. So what
So
what
greater women safety.
women safety? It's great for women safety. Exactly. Right.
They can
Avi.
talk in English, professionals.
Yeah, those are professionals.
So tracking of cab in between and seeing where it is. Live
Yeah,
time.
live locations. Yeah, sharing again safety. Right. So so many things. What for LinkedIn? What do you think for LinkedIn? I'll tell for LinkedIn first.
Okay,
You
for
guys.
LinkedIn, I think if you don't have a premium and same, if you are not connected with that person, then you can't message that person directly.
But is it the unique selling point?
Uh, yeah, in my point of view,
No.
because that is possible in Instagram. You can message directly even if you're not connected with that person. It is also possible in Facebook too.
But
But
there is a sender note option, even
yeah,
if you
but
are. Yeah.
isn't it a disadvantage that you cannot send DMs to people directly? Isn't it like won't the customers get offended by that? That if I want to message someone, why am I not able to? I mean, and that's not the point that they are showing or they are marketing, right? To bring in users. That's not the unique selling point. That is a feature that might be helpful for one sector of LinkedIn users, but it's not a unique selling point. I'll tell you what the unique selling point for
Connecting
LinkedIn is.
professionals.
Connecting professionals. It's a professional community,
So
basically. So that's it.
I feel maybe we have to individually apply to various companies and recruiters, but LinkedIn kind of decreases that process altogether. We are connected to a lot of people on one single platform.
Exactly. So basically, the USP is that it's a professional social media platform, right?
So the
Whereas we
CV is
have,
like online, our CV is online, like the profile of LinkedIn is, anyone can go and check it out. We don't have to send everyone the CV if they want to see.
yeah, right. There are many things, right? But the best one again is like professional community is all present over there. Twitter is also there, but Indians have used it uh, too vigorously in politics and everything. But LinkedIn is still saved, and it's like a professional community. Everyone uses it, right? Okay, okay, okay. Lovely. So helps in personal branding again, it's a feature, but it's not the unique selling point. People can build their personal brand elsewhere as well, on Instagram as well. But it's professional community is something which is not present everywhere, right?
So
Uh,
building a profile for interviews and resume.
yeah, professional. Yeah, exactly. Basically, you can be basically a professional social media app is what LinkedIn is, right? Then it has a lot of good features. The algorithm itself is very good for reaching out to a lot of people in less time. Yeah. All right. OKRs. So OKRs is basically objectives and key results. So what listed below is an objective. So my objective is to launch the new product successfully. So what would be the key result that I would look on to see if my goal is accomplished or my objective is accomplished? So, for example, if I have to launch the new product successfully, the key result could be that all the product website updates are finished, right? I can also work with the PR to see what the professional specifications are, right? And I could also give a pre-launch event to the customers and the partners, so that could be a successful launch of new product. Similarly, for developing a new product vision, the the key result could be that I maybe interview 50 good customers and get their feedback, right? The other key result could be that getting a good score on UI UX mockups. Mockups are basically feedback loop surveys, right? So UX के mockups पे if I get good feedback of maybe 8.5 out of 10 from good customers, that could be a key result, right? Then the third one is delight our company's customers. So how could I delight if my goal is to delight the company's customer? What could be my key result? So maybe it could be like retention goes to about 90%. So if retention goes to 90%, I'll know that my customers are delighted and you know they are loving the app, right? I could it could be achieving a weekly active user amount of 80%. Positive feedback, retention, more referrals, successful onboarding for customers, vouchers. Vouchers is not a result, it's something that you're gonna do, right? So, or maybe it could be like getting 1,000 vouchers used by customers within a day of duration. So that could be a key result, right? Okay, let's move to next. Okay, so I guess Google Form kind of thing is visible on to you with A and B. Is it? Yes. Tell me a yes. If Google
Yes, but
Form,
it is blur.
okay, is it blurred?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now is it
Yeah,
good?
now it is clear.
It's clear. Okay. 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 So tell me, guys, from a customer. So I'll tell you the scenario. Okay. We are organizing a hackathon, and the first one, the A Google form we've made, where the team could be registered through one single entity, right? One member could fill all the details of the team, and the registration is completed, right? In the second B part, there's a form which says that all the team members have to register separately. Like if there are 5 team members, they all could just go and register for themselves. And we have a team name column which would be similar in all the entries. So from a customer mindset, tell me which one do you think is better? A or B? From a customer's perspective, which one is better? Tell me. A or B? Just write A or just write B. Okay, a lot of A's. Okay. B guys, where are you guys? B guys. Well, okay, maybe. All right, it's kind of equal actually. It's like maybe 60 A, 60% A and 40% B. So I'll tell you why A is not good enough. Okay. So let's take up a scenario. Okay. I've sent the links for the form on the social media app. You open the form. Okay. You open the form and then you see a whole bunch of phenomena, like whole bunch of information that you need to give in. Okay. So you feel like, oh my god, now I'll have to make a team, right? So now he'll go and then he'll ask his friends and make a team and stuff, right? And then he might just not fill it. So A is actually kind of harder because then he has to fill the contacts and names of every team member himself, also the team name as well. But imagine if you get the B form, you see that okay, the team name has to be filled, my name and my contact has to be filled. Okay, I can fill my name and my contact, and I can think of some team name right now, or even I can just put it on the group and I can ask my friends if they are interested, and we can find a team name. The team name is not something that is very essential. That is very essential, right? That is something that could be changed. So you can fill your form and then you can share it with all your friends who can fill it on their convenience. So you don't have to wait for 5 hours to get contacts of all your friends and then fill the form, right? So that is why when looking from a customer's perspective, we have to think very critically what is actually useful for the customer, how he is going to use. So he gets the form link, he goes and he fills it. In the B form can be filled in within 2 minutes. But similarly, if he gets a link for A form, the same form will take about 2 hours because he has to gather all the members, he has to fill the form only once, and he has to make sure that all the form members are, all the team members are there. And also, by filling the A form, he puts up a limitation that in future, if he wants to add a team member, he'll have to contact the organization, right? So that is why B form is uh, very useful or very, you know, efficient. We actually used both these techniques and we actually tested in Code Academy. I'm the chapter lead over there. So we tested these techniques and we actually get a like very, very different result from both of these forms. Then there could be chaos, but in the sense that team name could be more or less similar, right? Uh, there could be a little bit of spelling errors, but again, so it's like A form is easier for the management team, harder form for the customer, and B form is easier for the customer but harder for the team to, they'll have to sort it out. So, but do you think corporate values their team members or the management? No, right? So we have to think for the customer, right? We have to think for the customer brain, right? He's the first priority. Okay. Okay. Now there's one more question. So this is the last activity. Okay, so I'll have to share my screen once again to do it. And let's just do it. Okay, I'll stop sharing my screen and I'll just okay. So this activity is all about metrics, right? Okay. There are notes. There are no notes. Okay. So SaaS is basically e-commerce. You guys know, right? Amazon, Flipkart. These are e-commerce. SaaS is software as a service or product. I don't know. So basically, it's software products. Mobile app, and user generated content is like Instagram and wherever users generate the content. So what could be I'll show you one. So for e-commerce, the metric could be new customers, because basically we have to get new customers, right? So it could be customers for account, CPA, CPCs, CPM, then mail list open rates, then customer turn rate, CTR, then app downloads, right? Similarly, what could be for SaaS business, that is software products? What could be the acquisition metric? Tell me. Jaldi, jaldi. We just finish it very quickly. Okay. What could it be? No one. Oh my god. Leads and signups. If anyone is using if he's signing up for the product, he's acquired, right? So for the acquisition. For mobile app, what it could be? What could, okay. Sign up, downloads, mobile downloads, right? For user generated content, again, sign up, visitors, returning users, retention, right? So I'll show you for which one. E-commerce, let's pick e-commerce and then you guys could do these ones. Okay. For activation, that is making the users use the app in an e-commerce platform or an e-commerce product. What could it be? Getting them to set up their payment profile, right? Or offers, or just basically getting them to order their first order, right? For retention, what it could be for retention? Tell me for retention. Tell me. Retention, yeah. Purchases. Are they coming back after a month to purchase something else? Buying
Buying,
again.
yeah.
Exactly. Conversion rate, recommendation, conversion rate, basically cart, abandonment, cart size. Basic, it's basically buying again or using the app again. So for monetization, it's very simple. How many orders are there? How much revenue is there per click? What is the lifetime value of the product? So these are the monetization metrics, that how the product is generating a revenue, right? So that's it. Okay. Now I'm leaving these ones. So there's you can actually practice and I'll share it with you guys. Okay. All right. I'll share it. Okay. Okay. Q&A time, guys. Any questions? Anything? Because this is the last day. Ask me anything very quickly. Uh,
Please,
Can
please
you share
suggest
your
some
LinkedIn profile?
X factor from your side.
uh, Sorry. Can you repeat it, please? Sorry. Can you please repeat it? Give beginner project ideas. You can pick up any app, any product in the market, and then you can just do a breakdown of it, or you can think of actual problems that someone is facing. So I'll tell you one problem. Okay, now think on this, and actually, if you really solve it, if you really solve this problem, I mean, never mind. All right, so I'll tell you a problem. Okay. Mm, you guys all live in India, right? Some of them might be from outside, but majority is are from India. So what do you think is one problem that you guys face on a daily basis? The one that I faced was a problem of servants. By you guys know by servants. So the daily household maid, it was a problem at my household. So that was one problem that has to be solved, right? So you could pick up some problems, such problems which you face on a daily basis, and you can either design a actual physical product for it or a software product. So software also you need not need coding for it. Therefore, if you want to make application, there is Bumble for Android apps. If you want to make a web app, you website or something like that, there are no code tools like Wix and stuff. Okay. So Elizabeth, these could be some project ideas. Where to apply for product managers roles? There is LinkedIn, there is Indeed, there is Glassdoor, there is also these are very helpful because startups are there on Slack. So there is product school and product communities you can search and join their Slack channels. So Slack channels or Discord channels. So there you will find a section named as jobs and gigs or apply for jobs. So there you can actually connect directly. You get uh, offer roles. So that's something from my side. Right? Ramya asks how a complete beginner can apply from product management. Also. Build a- build your resume, build a good portfolio, do some projects, and then apply for the roles. Right? So build your skills basically. Skills are everything that we need right now. Can we become a product manager as a fashion? Not a product manager, but the entry role is APM. So associate product manager, which is uh, a role lower than the product manager in the hierarchy. That is for corporate jobs. For startups, yes, you can become a product manager just as a fresher. I've seen people just getting out of BBA or getting out of BTech and just becoming product managers at startups, at new startups, early growth startups. Can you suggest some company name for interns? There are a lot of companies. You just search product intern or LinkedIn and you will find a lot of companies. 12 is hiring a lot of product interns. Zupali is there. I don't know Zupali is not hiring right now. It was hiring 2 days ago. Then many, there are many. You just give a search on these apps: Glassdoor, Indeed, LinkedIn, Slack, everything. Uh, what I can learn after this workshop to grab an internship? You actually, I've given a bit about everything. So you make sure whatever was covered, you know that, right? So the skills that we covered were more than enough to get a product internship. But just make sure you are good in them, right? So all these frameworks and stuff, you should have a product exposure by being an intern, you know? Okay, managing
Can you
time and
share
not
your LinkedIn profile?
okay, yeah, I copied it and I didn't share it. So I'm on LinkedIn. Yeah, I've shared that. Okay. In the chat box. Um the team would also put it in the that thing. What you guys have Telegram group, right? Okay, Indeed, LinkedIn, Slack, and Glassdoor. Glassdoor is also there, which is very good. Uh, can a self? Yes. Self-made projects are also very good. What's the right time to join internship? Second year, third year, whenever you are free, you can do an internship and do paid internship, guys. I'm talking about paid internship, not that labor work, right? Not no unpaid internships. I do not promote them. Product manager interviews. I told you the two types of questions are there. Practice them well enough. Do the metrics, know about the frameworks, and you lace them. Right? Who can be better preferred for transitioning to a both business analyst would have the analysis skills and he would not have the tech skills, right? But SDE would not have the analysis skills and he'll have the tech skills. So that's it. Both. Usually there are more roles for for SDE. So that is why there are more product manages that transition from SD, because there are more SDs in the market, right? One page resume anytime. Even if you are fresher or if you are a senior, one page resume is all we need, right? Portfolio is something else. You can make a small website or some portfolio apps are there. You can use them. Would they require portfolio even for an internship role? It's good to have it. Increases your chances, right? So it's very good to have a few projects on hand. So you can just add them and add the links or something like that in your resume. No, not at all, Siddhant. It's fourth year. Fourth year is made for internships. Where can we get internship? Just Rutu, just search it online. There's LinkedIn, there's Glassdoor, there's Indeed, then there's Slack, there's Discord. All these site they in Discord and such communities. There are a lot of job opportunities in communities. Right. I got one internship, but there was 1 year bond and I discontinued it because the work was only on Java framework. So should we do internships with the bond? So it depends on you on how your time commitment is. Like I usually just bond for 3 months. So because I have college, full-time college, so I never know when it's gonna end. And this was a major reason I I actually didn't knew that my college was gonna go offline. So I actually applied for a lot of internships, like around 15 internships I applied for, and I actually got into five of them. But then I couldn't continue because again I was, our college is suddenly opened and then we shifted offline. So now I'm trying to do the internships in another time zone. So somehow trying to manage that. I feel I've learned tech and SD is something I'm aspiring from. So how should we decide what should see? If you know tech, you can go for technical product management role, or even tech is very good. Although it's a product management workshop, I never, you know, subside tech. Tech is a very good role, so it's like always useful. Product manager can be assistant of CEO of a company. Yes, very, very yes. Because you are basically doing all the work of the CEO. Not an assistant, but a co-CEO or something like that, whatever role name tag could be given. Can we get PM roles as freelancers too on Upwork? No. I've not seen freelancing role for PM because you have to think as a vision, right? So I don't know how it would work. There might be offers, but I don't really know how it could work efficiently. Tech lead versus a PM role, it depends. If you like coding, if you like tech, then go for a tech role. But if you like all these ideation, brainstorming, this kind of part, the first part. So basically, if you like the ideation part, go for PM role. But if you like the deployment and the making part, then go for a tech lead. Which one to go for if you have skills of both? Yeah, I told you, right? Okay,
How can we
guys.
start from today?
Yes, tell me.
I'm asking how can we start from today? Like, what activities do we need to perform?
So build up your communication skills and think critically. That's what I would say. Make a habit of thinking over things and what problems the users are facing, right? So I'll share the whole slide, Anusha, on the Telegram group, or they'll mail you to you guys, right? Okay. How to do 2 3 internships, as there are 4 months and 6 months, how to manage college and this internship thing. So our college was online. So I kind of managed two of them, but now I'm struggling hard to manage because it's the same time as. So do it in summers, right?